All right, so if we have a look at what we've got our first name, last name. We don't need country. We've got a subject. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this so it says first name, last name. We're going to add an email address, and also instead of subject, we're going to have this as a message, and then we're also going to add in another line about maybe what it's about as well. Okay, so if we have a look at this from this sort of line down to this line down over here, that is 100%. We can see this first name where all these labels are. That's about a quarter, so it's about 20%, 25%, sorry, of this width going across. So this bit here is 75%. Just bear that in mind when I'm talking later in a moment. You can see here that we've got the container. The container is all this grey area here. So what we can do is, if we just go into quick edit, we can change the colour of it, and then you can see what you're working with. So we put cornflower blue. I know it's a strange colour, but there we go. You can see that's there. So this is the 25%. This is the 75%. Okay, so this class column 25. Okay, again, when we're looking at that, that is the 25% stuff there. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to, and then after that, what we've got is we've got what's called a row. So every row has got the 25% for the first name, and then it's got the 75% for the actual where you're going to type. So this is a row from first name, and it says where your name is as well. That is one row. Last name is a second row, country a third row, and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to need one of these rows further down. Okay, now what we don't want is we don't want this bit with a country bit. So we're just going to get rid from country. We've got that div class there, and we've also got this bit there. So we're just going to take that bit out. Okay, so you can see I've got sort of those bits there. I'm just going to reduce that. And I'm also going to take those two out as well. Okay, those two rows. So we've got the first row for the first name and the last name. Just go and check and see. Okay, you can see that country stuff has left us. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that from this row down, including the 25% and the 75, we're just going to, let's just grab that again. Okay, we're just going to add, we're going to copy that. And what we're going to do is we're going to add that in. Okay, right, so hopefully we can go back there. What's that missing? Okay, so it's saying that that's unique. So what we're going to do, we're just going to change this to email. And then also what we're going to do is we're just going to change this to email. Email. And the text type is, this is label. So its input type is text, which we want, that's the email. We also want to change this to email. And then we're just going to change that as well so that your email is ... Okay, so now hopefully when we save this, you'll see that now we've got an extra row which is about talking about your email. So there is our new row with our email option and everything there. Okay, the label, the stuff in white is actually the label. That's why I've left it with a capital. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we've got our subject as well. The subject is underneath. I'm just going to change that to message. So anywhere where it says subject, I'm just going to change that to message, because this is actually the message that we want. So that's what we'll be getting from our user or our customer. spell it correctly. Okay, so we've just got to be careful. You can see there that that says message and it's everything is there. So again, we're just going to check on it. So we've got our message, our email. The final one is our subject line. So again, our subject line is just going to go underneath the actual email one. So again, if we just make sure that we've got our row for our email, we're just going to capture that one again. We're going to copy that one and we're just going to have that one, and it's just going to be the subject. So it's what is the message about? So if someone's contacting you, let's say they want to book something, for example, you need to make sure that, you know, okay, you can make it really obvious to them if you want. Subject, and then finally our subjects as well. Now, obviously, you just have to be doing this nice and steady. There's no panic, no rush. There you go. So these are what your email, your details are about, and then that is your form. Okay, we've got sort of 5, so they'll fill out the name, their email, what they want to discuss with you, and then they're going to write something as well.